Okay, I don't know if it's recording, but I'm going to
All right, no,
keep
we're good.
speaking.
Okay, I'm going to start now. This is me starting the podcast. Are you guys ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready, boys!
Welcome. What's my name? Welcome.
What a great start. We're sort of scuffed, for Christ's sake.
SortaScuffed. There we go. SortaScuffed. I am your host for today, Mr. Harry Owen. That's right, I'm calling myself Mr. now.
You're doing your full name.
Yep.
bold.
Harry John Owen, if you want to be precise.
Your middle name's John.
Yeah.
So's mine.
Really?
Yeah.
If I had a middle name, mine would probably be John as well.
Oh,
No,
we should
it
call ourselves the
Well, my
John
dad's called
Podcast.
The John Podcast. I'm down. Let's rename the John and James Podcast.
Anyway, we are now the John and James Podcast. Right here, I have Mr. James Bennett.
No, we're not.
Hello.
We are not the John.
And here I have...
Do not say my surname.
I don't even know your surname. James. We have James on the
I
other
don't
one.
know your surname.
This is
I think it's something along the lines of Hooney Tune or something.
Okay.
Oh, Looney Tunes. Is that what you mean?
Yes, my
Yeah,
surname-
Looney Tunes. That works.
If anyone ever watched Looney Tunes growing up, that was me.
That was just James in a nutshell.
I am
To
Looney
be
Tunes.
fair, that sums him up quite well.
Yeah, just pure chaos and just really.
I
sad.
never watched it. I wouldn't know.
Well, you know what Looney Tunes has good amounts of?
What?
Music.
Music.
They have some
that's
pretty good music.
What a
That's great
segue.
Wow, he's a natural host.
Boys,
here.
like he's done this before. Wait a minute, he hasn't.
I have actually. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I've never listened to Looney Tunes music, so that's... I can't remember what it sounds like.
I don't know a single person who's out there going their day-to-day life being like, oh yes, the Looney Tunes soundtrack,
Boys.
absolute
Well,
masterclass.
they started the... you know when you have like the circle and then you got like an animated figure inside the circle?
The Lion.
Not the lion, but like Bugs Bunny did it first, where he's like...
That's all just a play on like the Lion. That's the Lion's
Is
the
it?
one that started it. Because
I
the
don't know
company,
who
I think it was
started it.
Warner Bros.
We have Warner Bros. Own MGM, which is the MGM's a company that the logo is the lion.
And then from the logo Lion
You're talking
animation, it was then adapted to actual like characters.
You're
doing
talking about the James Bond thing, right?
No, that's
Wait,
something
what,
completely...
James
No,
That's
at the
something
beginning of
completely
every
different.
James Bond film, there's that company with the lion.
No,
I
James
don't
James
know,
Bond
man.
has this thing where he like walks on and then he goes...
Do you not know what I'm talking about? Where it's
I
like
know
the lion.
the
and
lion.
ring
I know
and
the
like-
lion. But I'm talking about how like Bugs Bunny is like...
Yeah, that was adapted from the Lion. That's like a reference.
That's all, folks.
Harry, know your Bugs Bunny law, okay?
I don't know my Bugs Bunny law. I only know of the hot
Study
one,
it
the hot bunny. What's her name?
The Hot Bunny.
Yeah, the hot one that
Okay,
everybody
I'm-
wants
let
to...
me-
Oh, Harry, that's already something I've got to censor out. Oh,
I'm
It's
glad I
true
didn't hear
though.
that.
I don't know if that makes me a fairy. I
Harry,
hope
just
it
get us
doesn't.
into one of our topics. You've got
Harry,
something there, don't you?
Topic.
Oh, topics. Yes. I don't have the topics in front of me.
I remember.
But I remember one. I
some of
remember
them.
one. And the first, well, the one that I thought of, which is
We're
of course
supposed to do
the
this
one-
naturally, not like really jankily, just so you know.
No,
hey,
this is
hey,
good.
sort of scuffed. It's in the brand. Let's just keep it going.
No, we're
Okay.
James and
No,
John
we're not.
or whatever.
Harry, we're not.
Why is my mic so low down? Hello, guys.
I don't know. Why don't you boost it up?
I am boosted. To be fair.
Boost that.
Oh,
Boost
okay.
that shit.
You good?
I'm just gonna have to hold it like this
Unpopular opinions
on music.
on music. Not
Okay.
just in general.
Well, I'm
we
sure
have
we've
plenty
got a
of just
lot.
in general unpopular opinions.
James, would you care to go first and share your unpopular opinions? If you say
He's
what
a
I think you're gonna
K-pop
say-
stan. That's what it is.
Okay, I am a K-pop stan, but that isn't my unpopular opinion.
Well, I feel like it is because you are an 18-year-old nerd.
Okay, Harry, you just attacked me on a personal level. But anyway,
We should be used to it.
This lip smacking's amazing.
We can start an ASMR.
welcome to this ASMR. K-pop.
Oh my god.
Basically, lots of people think that in K-pop, the artists or the quote-unquote idols.
You can't
What?
you know they can't see what you're doing.
Just so the people listening, I just went to unplug this man's XLR cable, so his mic shut off. I didn't actually do it though, because I'm not that.
All right, continue about
Continue,
your
I'm
K-pop.
sorry.
So lots of people think idols are overworked and abused because they don't get creative control over their music.
Well, they don't.
I disagree that that's a bad thing.
Wait,
What, you think they
it's a
shouldn't have
bad thing?
control?
Or
No,
you should-
no, I think it's a good thing to have creative control. However, it's not a completely bad thing that every part of the music is micromanaged. If every part of the music is micromanaged by a professional, then
Yeah, but then you have no freedom to do what you want.
yeah, I know, but it's also like obvious. It's not like they like join to make their own music and then it's a surprise. It's obvious. It's in their contracts that they
I guess it's their
they-
fault for signing that
I was
contract.
going to say
isn't it?
it's not like they sign a contract, just like sign a deal with a label, and then the label's like, haha, you can't make what you want, hee get screwed.
Yeah, but you get like these massive folders of all like these little words. Nobody's going through all those little words and reading every single.
If
line.
it's like to do with a huge job in your life, you do. You just don't when you, I don't know, sign the terms of agreement on like World of Warcraft or something.
I've never played World of Warcraft.
I haven't either.
Actually, I have. That's a lie.
I
didn't
want to
play
play
very
it.
long,
But
so I didn't
anyway,
like it.
we're getting off topic. James, what's your unpopular
I was a
opinion?
panda.
My unpopular opinion on music. That's a very good question.
No. We're not. Shut up, James. We're not done with this K-pop topic.
Oh, sorry. I'll keep my mouth shut.
That's not the fact that you. What did you even think? The fact.
You want to continue the conversation?
That's not.
and
That's
you don't
not.
even-
What I'm
don't
saying.
even know
That's,
what
that's
we're
not
talking
an unpopular
I
opinion.
said that it's not a completely bad thing, and it's not like morally wrong that they don't write all of
Yeah,
their
I mean,
music.
I agree with that.
I don't
agree.
like.
If they want to, then I reckon they should.
There
change their
are
contract.
examples of if an idol has, if there's a successful idol, they do get like writing credits and they do get to write. But it's not like a K-pop idol doesn't go, right, I'm going to make my own music. They just join a group.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought your unpopular opinion was just that you liked K-pop in general.
That's
I
not
thought
an
your
unpopular opinion, my guy.
That's just
it's
an
not
opinion that I
unpop-
didn't think you'd have.
Your entire taste in music is just unpopular opinions.
You could say that.
Yeah. And there, now you've got to censor that.
I'm not going to censor anything. Twerk. I'll censor everyone swearing except yours, so you get kicked off.
You son of a gun.
For
Harry,
context,
I'm
Bennett
gonna
here doing the
strangle
editing,
you.
and he's got to censor anytime we
Just got to
swear.
censor every.
We're going
you
to say words like and a lot just to annoy him.
I also
really
want
kind.
to add that James Bennett here is a.
Wow, thank you for adding that.
Now, what's your
valuable-
unpopular opinion?
My unpopular opinion is that Harry can go. No, I'm joking.
All right, boys, you not see me next time because I'll be
My
dead.
unpopular opinions on music. That's
My village
very
has been
easy.
raided. Anyway, what?
Harry.
This is Clash of Clans.
Put your
No
away,
one
Harry.
actually cares.
Put your
Everybody
Harry.
cares. It's
Harry,
very hot
I
to
want
be
you to
playing
put your
Clash of
away and on silent, okay?
Harry, don't worry. I'm
It's on
muting.
silent.
I'm muting your audio channel in this.
I am control of the audio, so
I have control
He's
of the final
editing
edit.
it.
well, I have control of your mum.
That's very
I was
concerning.
going to say you, but then
Okay.
I changed it to
I have
your
control
mum.
over these nuts.
Anyway, let's.
What is wrong with your mic stand?
My mic just keeps flopping. It's like a limp. I just can't stand up. It's really, really sad.
Anyway, unpopular. I actually need to think of mine while you're saying.
You think of your. Oh my god, this mic is floppier than. What?
Whoa!
Oh, for f***'s sake.
We're gonna have to take a little ad break because we have ads,
No, it's
don't
fine.
we?
Hey guys, thanks for Raid Shadow
You're not
Legends
holding your
response.
microphone.
It'll be fine.
No, it won't be.
It literally will sound fine.
Okay, James, you two.
This is fine.
Bennett, unpopular opinion, go.
No, James, you continue to talk about K-pop. I'm gonna
No,
fix
I'm
this.
not. I
What do
don't
you
want
fix
to.
The mic. The stand is. Let me speak. I can hold it. Why do you think people hold the mic when they're presenting a show? Because it works. Sit down, Harry. I don't care, Harry. You're me off. Let me show you my awful opinions.
Right.
Well, if your audio starts to sound really bad, I'm no pity from me. I can
Nice
speak.
English. Okay, everyone, brace yourselves to my amazing opinions.
I swear, if you say you like Japanese music as your unpopular,
I think English vocals all sound pretty bad.
okay, no,
No, that's just incorrect. That's
you can't say.
I don't
all-
like it.
You can't
Objectively
say
wrong.
English. It's like saying English. That's bad.
I
don't want English.
agree. I don't think the English language is good. I think it sounds boring.
It sounds boring.
The English
We
language
have
is dull,
beautiful words.
such
like-
as
think of the word and think of just how that so nicely flows off the tongue.
I agree. That rolls off really
It
nicely.
is like-
but you also get other words like sausage. That's an amazing word right there.
Sorry, a word I'm obsessed with: spaghetti. I
Ooh,
love that word.
spaghetti. That's a good one.
what is this conversation? Why are we talking about how spaghetti sounds?
Because
as
you're
well?
saying that English is a bad language when we have words like soup. Soup just
What is this opinion? How is the word soup somehow saving the entire
My guy,
English vocabulary?
You're an English. You're an
James,
English.
stop covering stuff.
Put the drumstick down.
I'm sorry. You're an English person that doesn't like the English
Okay.
language.
Passion.
Passion.
What's your phone about? No.
Oh,
All right,
we're now
James
back.
left.
Hello, welcome to the Harry and Bennett podcast. We've now got 2 members. Our logo is just a member.
I can't even remember what the topic was.
talking
Good
about-
English words. I need to think of more good English words.
Okay, let me explain myself, right?
Okay, explain.
The English language, it just feels too boring. It's like water of languages. There's no spice to it. Like, whenever you say something in English, it just sounds like a fact and dull.
The reason that we think the English language is boring
Because it's our native language.
is because we've grown up with it. If you were born in Japan, you'd probably get bored of the Japanese language.
I would say Japanese language objectively has some flair to it. Look at their
need to
writing.
speak
So
it
does the
like-
English, my guy.
Speaking to
Us-
Mike.
Speaking to your mum.
Well, we're not going to hear you if you're like. And the English language is.
The mic is literally like 5 inches from my mouth, my dude. Can
You're
I
welcome.
can I leave? Can this be like the James and Harry podcast? I'm just going to be the editor.
I
now.
like how
I'll
I
be
haven't
mood
left yet. You two keep leaving and coming back.
I haven't stood up from my seat.
Yeah, he's the only one. That's
Okay, we're going off topic again. This is off to a
I
great
can't even
start.
remember what we were talking about.
By the way,
English
we have
language is bad.
Oh, yeah,
How is your memory this bad?
explain-
Have you got short-term memory loss?
My memory isn't amazing.
I can
But
tell.
that's not the point. The point is, you just have. That's a bad opinion.
I think you'll find that most people will agree with this opinion.
No, they
because
won't.
Most
No.
people hate the English.
Tell you what, once this episode goes up, if we have people that actually follow us on Twitter, which hopefully we will, I will do a poll, and I will do a poll to say, and I will ask our massive fan base whether English is a bad language. And there is a reason it is one of the most commonly spoken languages in the world.
Yeah, but
That is
people
easy to
we
learn.
colonized
I have
the
points
out
to
of
make
it.
here. One,
Shut up.
because it's so big, you're going to get a lot of haters. That happens anyway.
Can you take that out of context, please?
No, I'm just going to continue what I'm saying. And two, English is well known to be the hardest language to speak.
I'm saying the hardest, but it's one of the hardest.
No, it
Have you
is the
tried learning
hardest.
Chinese, my guy?
No.
Have you tried learning Japanese?
Why would I? Yes, but why would I have tried learning Chinese?
I'm not asking. Well, I'm just saying, making the point that Chinese
That's-
language is harder to learn.
No,
But James, you're
English
forgetting
language is harder to
we
learn.
grew up learning English in a natural environment. If you let's say we grew up in France and we were French people,
Okay.
Oh, oui, oui.
we learn
Un baguette.
we learn
Un
English
baguette.
and Japanese, we would probably find Japanese harder. No, Japanese easier. I meant
How do we get
English.
English Japanese? I thought we were speaking about French.
No, but I'm saying if I was pick-
Japanese is objectively more difficult because there's more to learn.
There
There's
is a lot.
free
There is a
writing
lot to
systems.
turn.
but
learn.
English, we have tons of just weird.
Like they. There's like
fucked up
5 different
grammar.
ways.
Yes, but like the
And
barrier
there's-
to speaking the language is lower. If you want to master the language, sure, it's quite high. But if you want to master Japanese, it's even higher.
To be fair, we do have like a lot of Muslims in this country that can speak.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, they can speak it, which means they picked it up. But I guess, and I haven't been to Japan, but I don't think there's many white people there that can fluently have a conversation with
I don't know, man. Have you seen Dog VA's conversations? They're pretty fluent.
I haven't, no.
Have you not?
But you know what?
Are you a fake fan?
You know what is really easy to learn that I'm surprised about?
Why are you going on your phone, James?
You know what I'm surprised is easy? Is
Your mum?
German is, I'm ignoring that. German is really easy to learn. Coffee is coffee. Tea is tea. No.
You
What's
sure you're
coffee?
not getting the German language mixed
Did
up
you
with
know
the
coffee in
English
Japanese are just kohi?
Coffee. Coffee. Sounds like a British version.
Kohi.
Coffee.
Kohi, please.
Wine is like winner. The only bit where it gets annoying in German is when they have like he's and she's. Like
How dare they have genders?
yeah, genders. They have
should
gender
all be
and how
gender
they
neutral.
speak.
one. Yeah, the language. There's masculine and feminine words.
Oh yeah, they have that in French as well.
It's
yeah.
in most languages
Except English.
except English.
And
Japanese has it.
But also masculine and feminine can make the language easier.
It can make it,
because
yeah.
you are like separating different words into different like things, and
Yeah.
that means it can be a bit easier to learn. But with English, everything's just bleh.
James, I'm noticing a trend really early on in the podcast. Whenever you speak, I lose interest.
I've noticed a trend.
Because you ramble on about like the most specific, like nerdy, like well, actually,
I apologize.
Wow.
I'm intelligent.
Pulls up glasses. Let me tell you the Declaration of Independence.
I'm going to tell you now. You're going to fit your avatar so well with your neutral expression, like I'm actually.
Well, this one time I was swimming in the waters of Egypt and I found an eel.
The waters of Egypt. I don't know if there's many of those.
There is actually the River Nile.
Okay.
Have we found Cleopatra's body?
I don't know.
Harry,
Why are you asking us?
Harry, what's your unpopular music opinion?
I don't know. That's why I've been stalling.
Also,
I
mine wasn't
can't
really
think
a
of
music
one.
opinion, was it? Really, I just kind of said the English language sucks.
You just linked it to music. Whatever. Harry, what's your unpopular
My
music
unpopular music opinion.
opinion?
I don't
Joji's
know.
good. Is that one of them?
Joji is good. I listened to that one song just now. I thought it was a bop.
That's all right.
Joji is like a master producer. I've never
As
seen.
opposed to
Shut
Um, I don't know. I like all music. I don't have something where
K-pop.
I don't mind K-pop. It's not.
Heavy metal.
Yes!
I like heavy metal.
My
It's-
guy, he was
there are
telling me
times.
he's experimenting
There are
with
times
Slipknot.
when heavy metal can be good, and there are times when K-pop. Like I imagine if you're in like a crowd of a K-pop concert, that'd be amazing. Because
No, I've seen some footage, and even I think it looks a bit dull.
I don't know if once you're in
If
the
you're in
when-
the atmosphere,
and you're
but
in
also-
the environment, you're going to be feeling the excitement.
Yeah.
Feel
even if-
these nuts.
Especially
Thank you,
if it's-
James.
I
I hate how your teeth are now perfect. I wish you have your braces back on and it just
Okay.
messes your
Okay,
whole.
before someone kills someone, let's move on to the next topic.
I have a knife.
How about we move on to the Greg story?
How about we don't?
Ah, that's a great.
I don't
segue.
want this.
Oh,
I did not consent to
We're out of
this.
subjects already, boys. We can't remember.
We
the
were out of
topics list.
subjects. Let's talk about Cleopatra.
We
Do you
can't
wanna-
remember the topics.
Let's talk
list.
about
No one
Cleopatra
gives a
more.
about Cleopatra.
Apparently, she was beautiful. I don't know because I haven't seen it.
Shut up,
I
you're
heard-
just-
I saw a thing. I don't know if this is true, but like she would let anyone sleep with her, but as
Ooh.
long as,
that
as
got
long
me
as they let
interested.
her kill them the next day.
That's fine.
Okay, we're not going in. This is not the opinion we're having on our college coursework.
Right, boys.
Fun fact: people watching this on YouTube or listening on Spotify.
Guys, look
this
at
is
our
actually
new Twitter poll: large, medium, or small.
this is actually our coursework for college. So you know.
Yeah. So there's going to be lots of bleeping when I'm saying words like and.
Also, whenever James interrupts me, I'm going to mute his mic. So don't worry about that. You'll
Well,
listen to
whenever
me
James
perfectly.
speaks, we're just going to mute his mic. I can
No,
just do it
Harry,
right
that's
here.
you.
James's mic was actually unplugged from the start. You actually don't know what he sounds like.
Given your
He checked.
Of course, I check.
I do think we should talk about the Greg's incident.
the what?
The Greg's incident.
Of course, we have to talk about the Greg's incident.
Who wants to
But it's so soon.
You know what's sad about the Greg's incident?
go on?
I was obviously there, but I didn't. I only saw half of it.
I saw the full picture.
It could be
I
worse.
saw the full thing. I was looking away, and then when I turned around, James was on the floor.
But
Let's set the scene first, right? So what day is it? Can you set the
Okay.
scene, narrator?
I will
is
set
Monday,
the
isn't
scene.
it?
So, it was the last day of the academic year, and we all agreed that we were going to go out for dinner. So we went out to just get something from Greg's for lunch. So we had a
True
Yeah.
British men as we are.
we went to Greg's, A, because it's next to our college, and B, because we're British, and C, we couldn't be bothered to go anywhere else.
and we
four,
didn't have time.
And we
It's
didn't have time.
cheap.
And
There's
Greg's.
so many reasons. To go to
so
Greg's.
in the lesson before, instead of doing the assigned work, we were on Google looking at the Greg's menu,
Oh yeah.
meticulously planning what we were going to order.
We are min-maxing our budget.
We were like, this was like we were hyped. Like I'd say hyped is the right word.
would
And we all decided what we wanted.
Yep.
And then we all go and purchase what we wanted.
And this
and
is where the
then-
problem started.
Tragedy struck.
So me and Harry done it first, right? So Harry goes in, he orders what he wants, he walks out, victory achieved. I then do the same. I get what I want, I walk out. We're all having a good time. And then it's James's turn to leave the building. And well, I think James would tell you best what happened.
So, Greg's has some weird doors, and by weird doors,
Oh,
I
don't
mean
get me started on these doors. These doors are the worst.
like they're terrible. Like it was like the door was like stuck in a way that made it look like it was a push door. Like it was stuck slightly outwards, and I was like, okay, so you must push it. So I go to push it. Little did I know it was a pull door. I walk into the door. No worries. I'll just, recover with dignity. But
No, I need to say he didn't walk into the door. He slammed into the
He
door.
literally was like walking with like the most swagger I've ever seen on this man's face. Like he just conquered the 7 seas.
And then
And he just walked
Before I
slap bang into the door.
before I continue with the story, I would like to make one point.
Go on.
The woman that served me
Oh no.
and gave me my sausage roll, she put the sausage roll in a paper bag and then folded the bottom of the paper bag
Okay, I hate it when they do this.
and then gave it to me upside down.
Upside down, yeah.
So, I walk into the door, I slam into the door, because, I'm very proud, I've achieved something now. And then I like take a step back. And I'm like, oh well, obviously a pull door.
Takes
whatever.
a moment to recover.
I can recover. Then I hear like a slight rustling sound and like a thud. And I look down and there's my sausage roll on the floor. And I'm like, that's my lunch. So I pick it up and put it back in. In doing so, I spill my coffee all over my hand and burn myself. And then I'm like, okay, no one around me is reacting to anything.
Oh boy,
I might have gotten away with this.
Oh boy, they were.
I then look up and there's these two chumps, like, convulsing on the floor with laughter. Just so you know, that was at the beginning of the day, like late morning, early afternoon. For the rest of the day, they would not shut up about it.
And
This
it's
is
gonna happen for
literally-
the rest of your life.
This is
And
literally the best thing I've ever witnessed.
if these guys are like at my wedding, they're gonna like make a speech and just recite this story.
I'm gonna go to your wedding dressed up as a Greg sausage.
You're
roll.
going to be the reason. You're going to be the reason I get divorced.
And then it would just be a
Let me
sad,
just.
sad
I just want to
man.
give more context from my point of view. So from the way it looked, I was sat outside just holding my stuff, like, cool, I'm gonna go have my Greg's when James comes out. And I see him walking to the door with this most swag I've ever seen on his face ever. And he just abruptly just slams into the door. And the best part is he like puts his arms up against the door, like some kind of cartoon thing where they run into it and they splat against the windshield. And I see his. The best part is his expression. You'll see James's avatar, like, in the thing. His expression was literally that. It was literally just the most deadpan, just like, it was deadpan, but there was so much emotion in this deadpan. I could just tell at that moment he discarded all hope he had for everything in life.
Just so you know, I wanted to be remembered for my music, but this is what I'm going to be remembered for.
This is your legacy.
If you ever hear about a famous producer called Prodigal, James Bennett will swiftly take to Twitter and
I'll expose you in an instant.
expose me as the hypocrite and the bad person that I am because I dared to drop a Greg sausage roll.
But it was just the pity of then seeing you crouch down, seeing your sausage roll on the floor, and then I'm like, oh no, that's so sad. And then he walks out, and then he looks me in the eye and he says, I also spilled my coffee. At this point, I'm literally like on the verge of like my pants.
To be
It was
fair,
so funny.
It's probably the Greg's lady's fault for putting the bag
Oh
upside
yeah,
down.
I blame her entirely.
That happens once to me before.
I will take the blame for walking into the door. Like I could have like taken a moment to like spot the handle, but like it's because the door was like stuck slightly outwards. I was like,
It's the type of door where you think it goes both ways, where you think
Yeah.
you can push it and pull it, but no, it's just a pull, and it's the most annoying thing.
Oh, it was amazing. I don't know how we can top that. That's like, that's the best story
Life is
we've
complete.
got.
last
For the rest
day,
of that day, we would not.
last day
we
of
would
the
not stop.
academic year this year, we're topping it somehow. I'm gonna find
Theme
a way.
park.
It's going to be
We're
Harry
gonna
this
be
time.
fine.
Harry's gonna
Harry's
get
gonna
karma.
like get.
He's
hit.
going to fall face
Harry's
first.
gonna like buy a McDonald's, drop it, and then get hit by a bus.
He's just going to walk out like, yeah, I got my Happy Meal. Someone's going to drive a 4x4 right through the front entrance.
You know what I want? A forklift
Maidens?
license.
What?
You know,
Okay,
imagine how
there
cool
is-
it would be to say I'm forklift.
There are
certified.
two certainties in this world. We're all gonna die, and Harry should not get a forklift.
Harry should not have any license to drive anything.
Well,
Harry-
my job was like they sent an email around,
There you go.
and they were like, "Does anybody want to learn how to drive the forklift?" And I nearly sent an email back going, "I'll do it. I'll drive a forklift."
Why didn't you?
I have a life.
You
don't.
really
I'm not
don't.
My God, you
I
watch,
do, I
you
do
watch
apply.
Game of Thrones and anime?
Ooh, we can talk about Game of Thrones.
No, because I've not seen it.
We're
and-
saving that for the TV episode.
Ah,
we need
I don't
to
wanna save it. I wanna
save our
talk about it right
sparse
now.
amount of content. Where
Okay.
we-
Who has seen Game of Thrones? Have neither of you seen Game of Thrones?
No.
Okay,
This
then we
is
can't
look
talk
like
about
a
that
TV
then.
I've seen House
episode.
of Dragons.
Okay,
Dragon
I haven't
these
seen that.
nuts.
Well, that's just brilliant.
Well, we are supposed to be talking about music.
Okay.
What other ones?
I
Our
remembered
taste
one-
in music.
Our taste in music. Okay.
Start from James.
No, I haven't spoken. My taste in music. Also, I'm the host, so fuck you.
Okay. Sorry.
In case
Carry
you
on,
can't
Mr.
tell,
Irwin.
none of us like Harry. He's just here because he's supposed to be good at setting stuff up.
I'm just
That
here
was a
because
lie.
I have no other friends.
Shout out to Matt Mumford,
Yo.
the real king.
Well, he did save our butts.
He
so
did.
Well done, Matt. Not
Forever in your debt.
Thank you.
I would clap, but I'm holding my mic.
This podcast
Yeah,
is
like a
dedicated to
little
Matt
idiot.
Mumford. Thank you
Thank you, Matt
for
Mumford.
the wisdom you've imparted over the
I want
last
the
2
mic.
years.
What is this? Don't do that. You can. Okay. Well, I just saw it spike. What are we talking about? Indie music is what I listen to.
What do you define as indie music? What
Okay, if people, nobody's going to be typing in the comments, but if people type in the comments, oh, I love my favorite indie band, Arctic Monkeys. They are not indie anymore.
I'm going to type that in the comments.
Oh yeah,
I'm also going to type
Don't worry,
that
I'll
in
just
the
say
comments.
Imagine Dragons is my favourite indie band.
Yeah, see, bands like that are not indie anymore.
I like
indie
Snoop Dogg.
is like Backseat Lovers or
Who?
Or Briston. What's his name? I can't remember what his name is.
If you can't remember what his name is.
It's pretty indie then. The Mary.
So you're saying that indie music has reputation as part of it? If you become famous as an indie artist, you're no longer an indie
You're no
artist.
longer indie. Indie is like a small. You're small. You don't
I
have
disagree
many
with that.
followers.
I don't think the genre
What
of
do you think indie is then?
indie, I think, is, from my knowledge, it's like very simple music.
No.
With like a small budget. Is what is the impression?
It's small budget. I'll give it that.
It's like a small budget. But like you can be, if you become famous off that and you don't change your style, you are still indie music.
No, a massive part of indie is the fact that you don't have many followers. I wouldn't call Arctic Monkeys indie anymore. Arctic Monkeys have. Let me fact check this.
Okay, well,
Let me
Harry's
fact
fact
check
check.
how many
Whilst Harry's
followers-
fact checking that, James, would you care to state
Arctic
your
Monkeys.
music
So I
preferences?
listen to primarily metalcore.
Yeah. Anything else?
Edgelord, cringe,
And K-pop. Anyway,
L plus ratio.
Okay. 40.
We've moved
what
on
is
now,
that?
Harry. No one
40
cares.
million monthly listeners on Spotify. That's not indie.
it can be.
And the
Indie
tickets,
just means
for their tour was like £150.
Indie
I went
isn't
to go
synonymous
see
with
Claro,
unpopular.
and the tickets were £40. I don't know how many listeners Clara has. I don't think she's indie, but
Do you want to know
still.
something else? I don't
Huh?
think we care.
Well, maybe.
I don't remember asking.
There are no listeners. Okay, James.
So
Did
like
you
I
call
said,
Amia
I
indie?
Who?
Amia. Ayama? However you say her name. I can't say
Ima.
Japanese. Yeah.
Aimer. In Japan, she's massive.
40 million monthly listeners?
40 million?
4 million. 4 million monthly listeners.
Worldwide, obviously, is like a niche, but that's because of the language barrier, because Japan's only spoken in one country, so it's quite a small and popular language. So it's popular in Japan, yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Prodigal? Prodigal? Is
Oh, he
indie?
sounds like an indie artist to me.
He sounds pretty shit to me. I don't know about you.
That sausage roll guy, pretty cringe. Anyway, continue.
I'll let you speak now.
For context listeners, I'm currently pulling out a loaded gun.
The Gun Devil?
Shut up.
Right.
Do you not speak?
Anyway, before James and Harry kill themselves,
Yeah, if he continues to say Chainsaw Man spoilers.
Did you know
I will-
Makima is actually your
Would
mum?
you? I will come over there and strangle you myself. All right, James, speak.
I'm just gonna
I like
give
that
it a
awkward
sec.
silence that we just
I'm
had.
just gonna let you guys see if you've got anything else you want to get out before.
I just
No?
want to make sure that James knows what position he's in at the moment.
So I listen to metalcore and K-pop.
So I listened to I'm joking.
I will ram each drumstick up your nostril.
I want a drumstick. Can I have a drumstick?
Yeah, sure. There you go.
Just let the man speak, please. This is painful now. He's taken too many L's. in
I've
this
already
podcast.
said what I listen to. I don't really feel like I need to elaborate much
Well,
more.
I feel like we do because
elements?
J-pop and metalcore are very different sort of things.
How did you get into K-pop? I can't remember how this happened.
So when you, I'm sure you guys have had this. When you listen to the same thing for ages, you get kind of bored, right?
No.
Like really?
Okay, same song, yes, but same like overall genre, no.
Well, I was like getting, I've like all the main artists I listen to. I don't like experiment much. I just like have my
Well,
like.
there's your problem.
Let me finish, mate.
Sorry, mate.
I have like 5 or 10 artists that I really like, and I just listen to them like non-stop.
Mhm.
And then I like got kind of bored, and I was like, "Ow, I want something new and something."
You see, what people do here is they find other artists in the same genre. They
Ah.
don't go to a completely different
Harry.
genre.
To be fair, I have done that before.
I was like, I'm in the mood. Like I was like, I love metalcore, but I was like, I'm in the mood for something completely different. And
Get
I'm
that.
like, so I'm gonna pick a genre that's completely different, and then just a country that's like completely far away from where I am. So I was like, I know K-pop. So
do
I'm
that
like,
anyway.
I better like look at one of the girl groups. And I was like, what's the biggest one? Oh, I know, Blackpink. So I listened to like one Blackpink song, and I was like, oh dear, it appears this goes quite hard.
Oh dear.
But like with, I wanted to try something like completely different. So I was like, ugh, K-pop, and I then just realised I actually quite like it.
I mean, I guess you just took a really roundabout way of getting there.
You could have just gone to Japanese music, like both your friends are listening to, but you know. Had to be different.
I wanted to maintain my soul, so
I think you've actually gone beyond that. If listening to Japanese music is akin to losing your soul, listening to K-pop is akin to like literally like on your soul and then chucking it in a dumpster, and then letting it on
You're
fire.
literally looking at hot women dancing.
No, because I listen to it on Spotify.
Well, Spotify has that like Canva thing where they like have little images.
I
This
had
is
that
true,
turned
but anyone
off.
who actually uses that is like.
I used to use
awful.
it,
It's
and
an
then it
awful
made
person.
then it basically made the download files for the songs. Like when I download an album, like just way too big, so I just
it like
turned it
doubles
off.
them.
It like doubles it. Yeah, so I just like turned it off.
I turned it off because I like seeing the album art.
If I want to watch something visual with my music, I'll just watch the music video.
That's fair enough.
Do you? This might be my unpopular opinion, but so you know how Spotify? We all use Spotify, right?
No, I use Apple Music,
Anyway,
even though I'm on
you know
Android.
how
Harry.
Spotify recommends. You know how
Harry,
I'm ignoring.
no,
you.
I'm going to stop you. You know for like, how do you not know if we use Spotify?
My brain went blank, so that's why. So you know how Spotify recommends you like new songs?
Where?
Do you?
Like on the home?
In general, it does it all the time.
On the home, it'll be like albums.
Oh,
it'll be
yeah.
like more
It'll be like
more
weekly,
like this
weekly recommended, and your playlist that you've made just down at the bottom. They have.
And it's like-
Spotify does it all the time. Do you choose what song to listen to based on album art or name?
Both.
I take both into consideration.
'Cause
Normally more towards the name because that's normally showcasing what the topic's more
Do
about.
you, when you're listening to it, do you take the album art into consideration?
If the album
really.
art's really bad, it does make me want to listen to a song less.
Because if I press a song and the album art, I don't listen to
the
anymore.
main-
I would listen to it, but I would not be as happy if it's got like good album art.
It's the same. Sorry, James, but it's the same. I don't know if I should be admitting to this, but it's the same if the person is ugly as well. If I look on the person and they're just like an ugly person, I'm like, I don't want to listen to this.
Well, I
now
guess
know
your
who's-
albums aren't going to
I
sell
now know
well.
who's making the song? So I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this.
For me, it's like I think I take artist name into consideration a lot.
Okay,
yeah,
that's,
no,
that's
I do
the
as
weird
well.
opinion.
I take artist name into
Like-
consideration.
Artist name means literally
If
nothing.
there's an album called like I don't know, like The End We Will Meet, and the artist is called like Teddy Bear 123, like, I'm like, oh, it's clearly going to be like a dumb comedy thing. But if it's like I don't know, Holy Hell, and the album and the artist is called Architect, I'm like, this is probably quite a serious album, and that's what I like, so I just listen to that.
Because I also find that if there's an anime album cover, I'm like, that's a good song right there, and I haven't even listened to the song.
I'm actually biased in the same way. If I see an album art, I'm like, I will actively try and like this song.
If
Yeah.
I ever see in like an album name or a song name or a title name like some kind of like reference to like hell or like religious imagery, that instantly gets me interested.
Yeah, not hell, but I can see where you're coming
like,
from.
if
If
there's
you
like
have
a
that
topic
one,
you're interested in and you just see that reference, you're like,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know what it would be for me, but I do get what you mean.
I like seeing like landscape kind of thing, like nature kind of stuff.
What is an album cover?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like seeing
there's-
stuff without people on it.
There's a really popular song. I don't know the name, but the album art
Sounds
is like it's like a waterfall, but then in the middle there's a square, and it's like a rural Japanese area, and it's such cool album art, and it makes me like the song even more.
I like very abstract album art, like album art that you don't necessarily. It's not necessarily immediate what it
Okay,
is.
now I know that you two like AI generated album art. I think
Like
it
is a
sucks.
strong word.
I think it sucks.
Not really. I just use it for my stuff because it's just convenient. But
I think it looks so bad. No offense to
Really?
your album art. I think it looks.
it doesn't.
It's just
It doesn't. It's
a
not,
mess.
It's not what I'd want to use for my stuff. But I use it because it's just easy. I can't afford to commission an artist. I can't make art
there's
myself.
Canva. Canva's free, and it's
but
like
Canva's
really
also-
easy to use.
Yeah, but like for Canva, you need like starting images.
Not really. Canva gives you stuff to work with.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to. I don't want to use the stock Canva stuff because then someone might look at my thing and go, "Oh well, he obviously used Canva." Like,
Okay. Do you have anything else to add?
no.
Okay, so
I have something to add.
I used to always use Canva for an old Instagram account, and I used it all the time. So now I know all of the Canva presets. So whenever somebody else uses Canva, I'm like, oh, I know that you use that, and it's really off-putting.
Well, James is now validated in his method, I
Like,
guess.
So yeah, I
if
guess
in what
you're
In an
correct.
ideal situation, I wouldn't use AI art. I would hire someone to do the art for me.
I wouldn't hire them. I'd do it myself.
But I can't draw.
Don't have to draw.
For me, right, I like fantastical like landscape things
And
that people
AI
kind
art
of-
is good for that.
AI art is good for that. And whilst I'm not going to sit there and tell you it's amazing, obviously, if you've got like a professional artist or like even like a good picture, it'd be way better. But it's easy, and I think it looks all right. personally. Like, I'll put some AI art on the screen. Like, I'll put my album art on there just for, self promotion. Note to self. But you don't have the power here.
I don't have any music with AI art up yet. No, I gotta start releasing.
I think it doesn't look amazing, obviously, but I think it does the job. And when I do eventually compile stuff into an album, I'll probably just make it more simple, highlight do some simple graphic design.
It's not great, but when you consider it's free, you get it in about 60 seconds, and you have the rights to those images.
And the main thing for me is it's completely original.
Yeah, and when you make them, they're yours. Like it's not like you put it in an AI art generator and they're like, woo, bloody, we own this. But it's considering it's free, it's like the best option we have at the moment. Now, this reminds me of something I'm kind of interested in. Is lots of people are complaining about AI.
Yeah, I know nothing about it
at the moment.
Yeah,
because AI art has taken off. There's even starting to be AI generated music.
Good.
And lots of people are like basically saying that if you do that, you're wiping out an entire like skill set. Like,
I think it's kind of cool.
I disagree with everyone saying that AI art's gonna completely remove artists, because when you look at AI art, you can tell that AI art
at the moment.
At the moment, but also I don't think we're ever gonna be able to efficiently replicate an actual human who's put time and thought into every.
I would
think
disagree.
You'd be surprised.
The moment we make an artificial brain, it's GG.
This is where Elon Musk comes out with a tweet going, "I can now create music with
my."
Bro, sorry. If Elon Musk made music, I would be buying that.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. This was our kind of music episode. We did kind of talk about music.
Yeah, we stayed on topic.
We talk about music enough.
We got the Greg's incident in. That's all I care about.
Do not bring up the Greg's incident.
We never got to speak about my type of
the
music
episode on the title, featuring Matt Mumford, except he's not here, so we're not featuring Matt Mumford.
In dedicated to Matt Mumford.
There we go.
Dedicated to. There we go.
Thank you for listening, and that's all.
That's been SortaScuffed. Have a good one. Bye.